Alrighty, hello everyone, it's Silver Kyle here, and today I'm going to be talking about Nintendo Direct because originally I was not going to do a video about this at all. I thought Nintendo Direct was just going to have a few minor announcements, but it ended up having so many big announcements that it actually felt bigger than some past E3s. Concerning announcements, they didn't exactly show a lot. They actually said that some of these will only be shown at E3 this year, but a lot of announcements and confirmed games that are coming out. And I was just blown away. I was just like, wow, I did not expect this at all. It really seems as though Nintendo is trying to step it up and giving the fans exactly what they want. They're going with the old school series that, have always sold their consoles, but as well as bringing in, newer games that people have shown, newer series, should I say, that people have shown interest and support in, and also making future sequels to that. So it's really cool that they're integrating both old school and new school in a sense. So anyway, let's get on with the actual games here because there's a lot to cover. Let's start it off with Zelda. We all knew that a new Zelda HD was going to be coming out for the Wii U. And now they have said they have confirmed it, and they talked a little bit about it. They said that they are rethinking the conventions of Zelda, as in they are thinking of like reborn, remaking Zelda from the ground up in a sense, thinking of different ways, not going with all the old school, having to complete dungeons in a specific way, and also they said the series being almost exclusively single player. So they delved in a bit with the multiplayer with 4 swords, but multiplayer Zelda, that would be weird. Think Skyward Sword multiplayer. I don't know. There could be a lot of different cool things that they could do. Imagine going into a dungeon and you have to use 3 other links or 3 other characters working together. So you're 4 people together working around in this dungeon, and you need that many people for specific dungeons. It would be different because it's not like some people might not like this because they like their single player campaigns. But if they had another section of the Zelda game that could maybe Zelda Plus, New Story Plus, where if you beat the game, or not that you beat the game, but it adds more to the story if you also play the multiplayer component. And I think that would be really cool. This is all just speculation, though. They have said they are rethinking the conventions of Zelda, but nothing is confirmed for what they're exactly going to do. Now, another thing regarding Zelda is that they announced that they are going to be bringing Wind Waker to the Wii U in HD this summer in August. That's awesome. That's crazy. I did not expect that at all, that they're bringing this, I like it when they remake specific games, and it will be for the 10th anniversary of Wind Waker being released in North America, which is really cool. It was released in 2003, I think in March, and now they're going to be releasing in August. So still the same year, though, and I think that's really neat, and that's make a lot of Zelda fans happy while they wait and salivate for the next Zelda. Another thing too is that we're not sure if it's going to be the exact, gritty Zelda that we're going to be seeing, or it might be another, Wind Waker style, which it depends on who you are. I like the Wind Waker style. Obviously, I probably like the more gritty Zelda style, but either way, I'm happy with either. But they're saying they're not sure if the new Zelda will be Wind Waker style or some other style, or a gritty Zelda style. Gritty Zelda style would be kind of like Twilight Princess type of thing. Or even Skyward Sword. It's just more realistic type of thing. Next up is, they talked about Super Smash Bros., a new 3D Mario and Mario Kart being confirmed for E3. So we are going to see exactly these games, the gameplay, and I think they're all going to be playable at E3 as well. A new Mario Kart, always welcome. Super Smash Bros. We knew was coming, and a new 3D Mario, and it's being developed by the same people that created Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, as well as Super Mario 3D Land, the one on 3DS that isn't New Super Mario Bros. 2. And I think that's awesome because I loved the Super Mario Galaxy series. I like their 3DS game as well, and this is exciting. It's insane how much Mario has come out, and I don't think that a new 3D Mario will be released this year, but maybe, you never know, because it could happen. I'm thinking more next year. Same thing with the Zelda. I think 2014 will have the new Zelda and the new Mario coming out, and until then we have Wind Waker being re-released, possibly Mario Kart or Super Smash. I could see that being released at the end of this year to compete with the new systems, the PS4 and this Xbox 720. Next is a crossover game. Coming off the Project X Zone being released in North America, they're also bringing over or making. I don't know if they're making. I think they're making. I don't think it's been released anywhere else. I'm not sure. Either way, Fire Emblem Cross Shimigami Tensei. That's a hard thing to say. I've never played either of these titles. I'm actually going to be picking up the first Fire Emblem for the 3DS when it comes out in a few weeks from now. But this is cool that they're kind of, integrating like Fire Emblem is Nintendo, Shimigami Tensei is a different, like it's I think by Atlas that does that. And they're crossing them together. And that's cool, it's kind of like, okay, we're making like the regular Nintendo series, but we're also going to do a few crossovers here and there and see what we can bring to the table when Nintendo and Atlas work together. It'll be interesting to see what comes forth from this. And I think that's really neat. Next up is another cool thing, once again something that became popular in the last little while, is the Xenoblade Chronicles. The studio that made Xenoblade Chronicles, they're creating another RPG for the Wii U, and it looks like it will be another, sequel to, it will be another Xenoblade game. Not necessarily a direct sequel, but something in that sort, and it looks nice. And it also looks like it's possibly that it might be multiplayer as well, which looks like it could be really fun. Because Xenoblade, I haven't played it myself, I just ordered it and it's coming in the mail soon. But it looks like that kind of a game could really benefit from multiplayer. Have your regular single player as well, but you could also have specific, I don't know, monsters or, bosses that, you could use other partners with. Next up, I didn't even think about it, but they're making a Wii U party game, because they had the Wii party game that sold really well, and now the Wii U party game, which is kind of like, I think it's going to really just show off the Wii U gamepad, which is a good thing, because one of my favorite games from the Wii U launch, actually my favorite game from the Wii U launch that I have, is Nintendo Land. It is, I love it. I just love how they integrated the Wii U gamepad, and the games that they showed weren't exactly the things that I would be like, oh my god, I need to play this, but that's not all the games that they're going to have, and I really want to see what other games they're going to have for that. And if I'm really interested in it, I might pick it up on day one. Nintendo Land just blew me away, so if they use the gamepad correctly, this could be another great game for the Wii U. And that's just different, it's just goes to the roots of gaming, where it's just fun and entertaining. It's not that there's a story or anything like that, it's just you're playing a game, it's a different experience, and it's fun. And I like that. That's why we play games in the first place. It's the origins of gaming. Next up is Yoshi Land for Wii U, which is kind of like Kirby's Epic Yarn. It's I think from the same makers of that, but also with the director that created like Yoshi's Story and Yoshi's Island, Takashi Tezuka? Why did I say Yuzuka? I don't know. Takashi Tezuka. And that's cool that you're bringing in the guy that created these games, but also making it in the Epic Yarn form, because it looks exactly like Kirby's Epic Yarn, but with Yoshi. It looks cute as hell, and that's a cool way. I like that they're kind of going, okay, we're not going to make a direct sequel that will be kind of like Yoshi's Story. It's going to be something different, and I think that's really neat and cool. I like this. I like this idea. And I could see that being released this year, like at the end of this year or something like that. And then there's just a few minor announcements. Virtual Console coming to the Wii U, which is awesome. Some Miiverse upgrades. But that's pretty much it. So crazy the amount of games that are coming out. I could see, what games could I see coming out 2013? Okay, well obviously the Zelda Wind Waker. I could see either Super Smash Bros. Or Mario Kart. I don't see them both being released at the same. It could happen. We might see both of them at the end of the year, and that would just be insane. That would completely, boost up the sales for the Wii U, and that would make the competition very stiff for the Xbox 720 and PS4. They'd be like, God damn it, what are we gonna do now? I really think that would just blow them out of the water, and the Wii U would just dominate. Like the Wii did last generation. Well, in terms of sales for the consoles, not specifically the games, although those games will be damn good, I'd assume. The Fire Emblem Cross Shimigami Tensei, I see that, yeah, no, I don't see that this year. I don't see the new Xenoblade this year. Yoshi. So I would see, I see the Zelda Wind Waker, the Yoshi Yarn, and either Super Smash Bros. Or Mario Kart, or possibly both. Those are what I see this year. Maybe the 3D Mario. Maybe. But that's a big maybe. Either way, it'll be interesting to see them all at E3 and with confirmed dates. So I'm super excited. And you've been Bearded In. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Bearded.